Today I'm getting the ultimate dream makeover with the legendary Jung Saem Mool, Korea's top makeup artist. Not only is she giving me a one-on-one lesson, but she's also sharing some of her best makeup secrets. Honestly, I can't wait to show you everything I've learned. This is going to take your makeup skills to the next level. If you don't already know, Jung Saem Mool is a beauty icon. She's the mastermind behind the stunning looks of so many Korean celebrities and K-pop idols. And now she's brought her brand to Singapore with her first flagship store. It's a beauty lover's paradise with makeup, skincare, hair care, salon services, and even classes where you can directly learn from her team. Pretty amazing, right?
Hello. 안녕하세요.
We kicked things off with skincare because Miss Jung says great makeup starts with great skin. She used the Begin's Kombutox water cleansing pad to cleanse my skin thoroughly, followed by the Begin's Pore clear pads. This helps to gently exfoliate and tighten pores. Next, she applies a calming serum. It's a watery ampule that hydrates and soothes the skin. Now, I love how she took her time to really massage each product in. It felt amazing. Then came a pore tightening cream that left my skin feeling smooth, hydrated, without any stickiness. Finally, she applied the famous Mool cream, which is known for its intense hydration and ability to lock in moisture. This also helps your foundation last much longer. Now, believe it or not, even with all those layers of skincare, my skin didn't feel heavy at all. Instead, it was soft, bouncy, and slightly tacky, which Miss Jung said was the ideal base for makeup. For foundation, she used the Essential Star Concealer in Light, and she mixed the foundation with concealer to create a custom coverage for my skin. Now here comes the interesting part. Instead of applying it all over my face, she carefully placed it across my cheekbones, chin, and above my brows using the end of her brush, which acts like a spatula. It doesn't look like there's much product, right? Next, she adds a little bit of a color corrector from her Artist Concealer palette. A dark peach is going under my eyes, and a green to cancel any redness on my cheeks. Now, the way she blended everything was so precise. She uses a brush and works inwards with overlapping strokes to create an even base. She explained that this technique keeps most of the product in the center of the face, which is the area that we need the most coverage usually. With any remaining product left on her brush, she blends out on the outer areas and the perimeters of my face. This way, it helps to keep the natural contours and it gives me a natural sculpted effect. Okay, now it's my turn to give it a go. I realized how different this was from my usual routine, but it totally made sense. Instead of layering heavy foundation everywhere and then adding contour to bring back the shadows, this approach is so much more natural and uses way less product. I'm definitely going to steal this technique for my everyday makeup. After using the brush to blend, she's going back in with her cushion puff to press everything in. This is going to remove any brush lines to make it look more flawless. She's also blending the product downwards towards my neck. Now she's using a small pointed brush to spot conceal, then switches to a flat brush to add extra coverage to areas that need it. After that, she spritz on a light mist of the Essential Mool Micro Fitting Mist, which is one of her best sellers. This mist locks in moisture and helps makeup stay longer. Now, before we continue, I want to give a big thanks to today's partner, Rosetta Stone. Their immersive app combines pictures, audios, and native speakers to help you learn a new language as naturally and easily as if it was your first. It's been my go-to for learning Korean in my downtime. I've got a big trip planned next year, so I want to nail those essential travel phrases. What I love about Rosetta Stone is how natural the learning process feels. They use practical phrases and images to help you connect everything through context, so it really sticks. And the lessons are quick. In fact, I finished a 5-minute lesson on my way to meet Jung Saem Mool today. And let me tell you, their true accent pronunciation tool is a total game changer. It gives me instant feedback so I can improve my pronunciation and sound more like a local.
여자하고 여자의 고양이. 여자하고 여자의 고양이.
If you've been thinking about learning a new language, I highly recommend checking out Rosetta Stone. They've got an exclusive offer for you. Get over 50% off a lifetime subscription for one language, or over 60% off and access to 25 languages. It's the perfect time to start, so click on the link in my description box below. Now back to the video. Let's move on to blush. Here's a really good tip Miss Jung showed me. She's mixing a bit of the Skin Nuder Pact satin powder with blush. Then she's patting that onto my cheeks over tacky skin. This helps to lock in the blush and set the makeup in place so that it lasts all day long. This is the technique she uses when working with K-pop idols because their makeup needs to last hours, especially after performing on stage. So this is a little trick you guys should try. She also showed me how to apply blush across other parts of my face, like my nose, eyes, and chin, to make everything look more cohesive. What's cool is that the shade she's using is from my personal color, which she analyzed just before starting my makeup. At her flagship store, you can see these big charts of all the different personal colors and which makeup colors look best. Here she's lightly powdering the rest of my face with the pressed powder and a flat brush. Moving on to eyes, she's going to apply a cream shadow as the base and blend it out using her fingertips. Then she moves on to her red-brown eyeshadow palette. She's loading all her brushes with different shades and rubbing off the excess on a tissue. I thought this was pretty interesting because I usually dip as I go, but here she's loading all the brushes up, ready for action. Now, I still don't know how she managed to hold all these brushes in one hand, but I was impressed. The first shade she applied was a light nudie pink, which she blended slightly onto my brows and lid, then under my eyes and in the inner corners. Then she used a medium to dark brown shade on the outer and inner corners to create some dimension. Now, to diffuse that out and blend everything together, she used a medium brown across my crease and she blended it along my lower lash line. For a soft liner effect, she went in with the darkest brown shade and applied that closest to my lash line. Now here's a little twist. With the same eyeshadow colors she used on my eyes, she's applying that onto my brows. Yep, she's tying the whole look together. Now, I've never done this myself, but it actually works. It just makes the whole makeup look more seamless. Now, after adding a little bit more dark brown to my lash line, she used a sponge to clean up any fallout. Okay, here's the eye she's done. Now it's my turn to do the other. The way that Miss Jung broke down each step for me made it really easy to follow. And even though her approach was pretty different to what I'm used to, I especially loved how she used the shadows on the brows to create such a cohesive look. Next up was contouring. She's using a powder contour with a big fluffy brush to softly shade in the sides of my face. Now, unlike bold, defined contours that we often see in Western makeup, Korean contouring is all about being very subtle and diffused. It gives off a very natural looking definition that enhances your features without being very obvious. She also applied a light touch of highlighter to just the high points of my face, like the bridge of my nose, my cheekbones. Okay, now back to eyes. We're gonna finish off with lashes. So she's curling my lashes here and using a liquid liner just to deepen up the lash line. The key is to keep the eyeliner very thin and slightly elongate the tail following the natural shape of my eyes. After that, she applied mascara using her signature heated wooden stick technique to curl my lashes and remove any clumps. Now, I didn't know this, but she was the one that actually invented this method. It's so good for shaping short lashes like mine, but it can be a little tricky and dangerous when you do it yourself, so leave it to the pros. Next, she's applying individual lash clusters to fill in any gaps and make my lashes look fuller. Thankfully, when it was my turn, I felt pretty confident with this step, thanks to my own lash experience. Even Jung Saem Mool was very impressed with my skills. Next, she quickly prepped my lips with a hydrating lip balm before continuing with my lower lashes. Then she applied a brow pomade to hold my brow hairs in place, and whilst that was drying, she added a layer of mascara to blend in the falsies seamlessly and added a touch of highlight to the inner corner of my eyes. Once the brow gel dried, she went back in with a brow pencil to draw in fine hair strokes, filling in any gaps. I really loved how my brows were looking. For lips, she used 2 lip liner shades, a soft pink to follow the natural lip line, and a brown shade to slightly overdraw my lips. She then wipes off the lip balm on the center of my lips and exfoliates them in the process. Next, she applied a plumping glaze lipstick in a mauvey shade and then used a lip brush to carefully blend everything together. We're almost at the end, but before completing the finishing touches, I headed over to the hairstylist to get my hair styled. This place is literally a one-stop shop. They do makeup, hair, teach classes, and sell amazing products. For my hair, we went with loose curls and lots of volume at the top. And Miss Jung even used her contour palette to fill in my hairline using a specific shade she designed for hairs and brows. It looks so good. Now to complete the look, she added a long-lasting glow lip tint just on the center of my lips for that pop of color, and just like that, my makeup was done. What an amazing experience. Not only did I get an incredible makeover, but I also learned so many new tips and techniques that I can't wait to use. If you enjoyed this video and you want more makeup content, click the video on screen and don't forget to subscribe. I will speak to you guys next time. Bye!